Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, hello everyone, and a good Tuesday evening to you, and welcome to Castleton and Central Cass High School, as tonight the Division A wrestling season begins here. The opening matches for both the Central Cass Squirrels and the Devils Lake Firebirds going on here tonight from Central Cass. This is the dual opening, duel for both teams here this season, starting out here early part of January as the grind starts now all the way to the Fargo Dome coming up in mid-February. Brittany Stevens with you. So glad you could join us here this evening. Dan Weber will be with us here in just a moment. But when we return, we'll talk with the head coach of the Squirrels, Travis Lamar, his pre-match coach's comments when we return on yourliveevent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
yourliveevent.com. Our pregame show continues with Travis Lamar, head coach for Central Cass. And Travis, hey, we finally made it to the wrestling season. Chance to get out on the mat tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited for it. Football and volleyball did a great job in the fall for us, which kind of delayed some of our kids' starts and stuff like that. Caused some practice issues with going over to support the girls in Bismarck and whatnot. But the kids have done a great job getting to this point, and we're just super excited to finally get to wrestle somebody besides us. So
you talked about that. Just how have the first, couple weeks of practice been going, getting them ready for wrestling shape and getting them ready for matches?
The one sport, or the sport that uses this term the most, is us, and it's been a grind. We do 2.5, sometimes 3-hour practices, which makes wrestling really tough. But like I tell our kids, we're built different than other people. We just are. We can handle this kind of stuff. It's good to be, good to learn that you can go through hard things, and our kids have found that out.
How exciting are the kids just to get out there and wrestle, an unfamiliar opponent, someone that they don't wrestle at practice every day?
Oh, I mean, I think they're super jacked for it, if nothing else, just so they don't have practice tonight, to be honest with you. So,
talk about your opponents here, EDC matchup here against Devils Lake.
Yeah, the girls team, Fields keeps building a quality program, and he keeps grinding away at it, and he keeps getting more and more girls out all the time. So, tough to say what that is. We graduated a lot of good girls these last couple of years, so our team's going to look quite a bit different. His team's same. On the boys' side, Brendan does a really good job with his program. Always gets a ton of kids out, always has them ready to wrestle. They got some dudes in there, there's no doubt about it. We're going to have to be on top of our game, both on the boys' side and the girls' side, if we want to come out with wins tonight.
What do you want to see from your wrestlers here tonight?
Aggressiveness. We preach it all the time. I talked to him last night about it. I said, there's one team in the country at the Division I level that goes out and their job is just to score points. They don't worry about wins or techs or anything like that. They're just going out to score points, and it's Penn State, and they're the national champs every year. I'm not comparing us to Penn State, but I'd like to see us wrestle that style. I also talked to him about the Iowa State duel last night, and I said, those two teams are pretty evenly matched. One team going into the final match had scored 55 points in their individual matches. The other team had scored 40. And of those 40, one kid scored 20. I said, which team do you think won the duel? They said, the team that scored 55. I said, you're 100% right. If you go out and your only goal is to score points, you're going to end up on the right side of the coin flip at the end.
Travis Samar, head coach for Central Cass. Thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
You bet. Thank you, Brady.
Stick around. More to come. YourLiveEvent.com.
Around at the game and at the cafe. That's Ryan from Tope Insurance, your man about town and your go-to guy for coverage that fits. From farm, crop, home, auto, and more. Ryan knows Castleton because he lives it just like you with the service you expect. That's Tope Insurance in Castleton with over 25 years of experience. Visit with Tope Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies at their office in Castleton or call 701-347-4045. Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting section, and check out their different paint mixing options from Benjamin Moore, Clark and Kensington, and Royal. From their grills to Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to the Customer Laser Engraving Center. Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Carol, Leslie, or Craig to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
Our pregame show continues here today from Central Cass. So glad you could join us here as well. Brady Sims with you. Let's bring in Dan Weber as well for us here today. Dan, thanks so much for joining us here. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving and early Christmas present. Thanksgiving, all that holiday stuff rolled into one. We've made it to wrestling season here in the great state of North Dakota tonight.
Absolutely. Looking forward to the wrestling season this year. It can get to be a long season from time to time, especially with injuries and those kinds of things. But you just got to grind through it all, and your number one goal is state in February.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned that with the grind, and really for both teams, the grind just kind of continues. Central Cass, the volleyball team. Some of those players making the change now here to a wrestling short turnaround. Same thing, football made a long, deep playoff run for both of these teams. The Squirrels went to the semifinals in Division 2A. The Firebirds, of course, winning their first state championship in football, and that's just kind of the unfortunate thing with how the state of North Dakota puts the sports calendar. Not much of a break, right? You're going right in from your fall sports season right into your winter season. That's just kind of something that you just have to embrace when you're wrestling here in North Dakota.
Absolutely, and being in different sports helps you in other sports. But the thing that I always say is, yes, there's football shape, and yes, there's volleyball shape, but then there's wrestling shape. And they don't compare to each other. And so getting into wrestling shape, that's what the preseason is for these young boys and girls. And wrestling shape is what it's all about for this season.
Yeah, absolutely. That is the key word, and a lot of wrestlers probably don't have that full-on wrestling shape yet, right? It's only been a couple of weeks. We just had Thanksgiving, probably stuffed some turkey into our face. I know I sure did last Thursday. Luckily, I don't have to make weight anymore. But, yeah, you mentioned that, and that's just kind of the progress as the season goes along, right? You just want to keep on building away, improving each and every single time you get out on the mat.
Yes, and as far as the cutting weight is much, much better today with their levels that they can go and those kinds of things. And the other thing is they can stabilize, and that's the thing that they're looking for. They don't want the big highs and lows when it comes to their weight. They want to stabilize it, and that takes a little while, but it'll come in a few weeks, and that's what they're looking for, is that stabilization with their weight, and then they can really work on getting into shape.
Yeah, absolutely. Travis Lamar talked about it a little bit in our pregame comments. But I know one of the most exciting things we need to this point for both teams, you get to wrestle someone new. You've been in the practice room for 2.5 hours every single night, beating, grinding against those same, 1 or 2 kind of practice partners. Now you get the chance to just go out. You get a chance to wrestle someone that you maybe haven't wrestled before. You get to full on, put in that full 100% effort. You don't have to worry about anything else like that. You get the full mat. You don't have like the little tiny square. You're not going to run into your 107-pound teammate that's wrestling in the next practice area over there. You just get to go out and wrestle someone.
Yes, and the wrestlers, they get to know their wrestling partner in the wrestling room. But when you come out in these duels, you may have never met this person. You may have met them 10 times. But it's just a different atmosphere. You love your teammates. You love the practice. But at the end of the day, it's all about the competition.
Yeah, absolutely. And competition is the name of the game. This is the season opener for both teams here in Division A wrestling here. Again, only 2 divisions in wrestling. Wrestling has kept the 2-division format. Squirrels now in their 3rd year in the Class A division, having bumped up from the B just a few years ago. Devils Lake, a long-standing A team, and a team that's been building, growing. Always, that they're always going to have a couple of a stud good wrestlers. You always know that when you're going up against the Firebirds, necessarily some years the quantity not there, but they're always going to have some quality wrestlers, and really that's the key in everything with Class A wrestling.
Yes, it's very good competition in that Class A, and that's what they're looking for. They're looking for the competition to improve and looking to get on that stand in February at state.
Yeah, absolutely. A long way from that state February. We'll have plenty of coverage throughout the season right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Take a break, get you ready for our opening matches when we return. YourLiveEvent.com.
Today all year long with Your Live Event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search Your Live Event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at YourLiveEvent.com.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
Brady Siebel's back with you here along with Dan Weber from Central Cass here tonight. Boys and girls wrestling duel on the docket here this evening. Looks like the red and black mat to the left. That will be the varsity match for the girls and boys. Then the all black mat will be the JV junior high preliminary matchups here. We'll focus on the varsity, and as the matches go along as well, get you some more info for the prelim matches going on to our right. Take a look at our weight classes here in the state of North Dakota. For girls wrestling, 100 pounds, 106, 112, 118, 124, 130, 136, 142, 148, 155, 170, 190, and 215 pounds. That is the weight classes for girls wrestling here in the state of North Dakota. By my Mayville State map, that is 13 weight classes here for both boys and girls. We'll get to the boys weight classes information when the boys duel happens here in just a few moments. And Dan, I know we've talked about this a little bit last year, but once again, just the girls wrestling programs here in the state of North Dakota, again, another year, and again, just it keeps growing, it keeps building, participation is up, the quality keeps getting better each and every single year.
Yes, it's up statewide, it's up nationwide. It's really blowing up right now, and that's great for these young gals. It helps build confidence and their work ethic, and I really believe they're really having fun out there. Lots of smiles out there.
Yeah, it is great to see that, and I know another great opportunity, the fact that now colleges are getting into it with wrestling teams, more and more college wrestling teams, which is just great for a number of these wrestlers at high school. They know that they have something to continue to build on, maybe a goal to improve and a dream to continue chasing. If wrestling is their dream, they know, hey, they potentially have something they could continue on after their high school career gets done with.
Yes, and they have the potential for scholarships, and with the cost of college these days, scholarships are also a nice bonus on top of the wrestling.
Don't have to remind me. I make that. I'm reminded of that every 27th when I pay Uncle Sam a very large check for my schooling, which I finished 7 years ago, and I'm nowhere near close to getting that all entirely paid off.
And that's plus interest. Don't forget that.
Oh, believe me, I know. So if you ever need a poster boy make sure you use those scholarships, take advantage of it. For anyone listening, write the paper for your scholarship, fill out that application. Yes, it takes 30 minutes, but it might save you $5-10 grand throughout the years.
And yes, 30 minutes for $500 is not a bad return.
Yep, I would have taken that happily looking back on that. Well, Captain's Meeting is done. We'll come back with our matches when we return. YourLiveEvent.com.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
At the Central Cass School District, excellence isn't just a goal, it's our mission by empowering individuals to make a positive impact. Central Cass School District is dedicated to providing students with an innovative curriculum supported by a variety of co-curricular activities from athletics and the arts to leadership and service, aiming to provide excellence between students, staff, family, and community. Central Cass School District, fostering student excellence by inspiring individuals to be their best.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Thanks for joining us again here once again on yourliveevent.com. A reminder to visit our website at yourliveevent.com. Our fall sports schedule up and running here. You get notified or know all of the games and matches, tournaments that we will be having for you right here in both sides of the Red River in North Dakota and Minnesota. Also make sure to find us on X, like or follow our X page, like our Facebook page at Your Live Event. Our daily updates every single morning, letting you know the broadcasts, the games that we will be covering that evening or for the evenings up ahead. And of course, if you have not already, make sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube so you can be notified every time we go live with another local area high school sports or community interest broadcast. Of course, this is Tuesday. Tomorrow night is the yourliveevent.com coaches show. You can hear from area coaches. You can hear from the senior spotlight athlete of the week, as well as new this year, the crowning moments. See a medley of all of the highlights for teams or matches and games throughout the previous week of sports here on yourliveevent.com. Take a look at our schedule here on YLE. A number of girls basketball games going on. Climax Fisher is at Hillsborough Central Valley. That game taking place in Central Valley. Lisbon is at Northern Cass. Medina Pingree Buchanan is at Maple River. In boys hockey on Your Live Event, Fargo North is at Grafton Park River. Other games going on here on the radio side of things on RJ Broadcast Incorporated. KKCQ-FM has Red Lake and Clearbrook Gonvick in boys basketball. Girls basketball is Bagley versus Fosston. That's on KKCQ-AM. And on 106.5 FM KRJB and yourliveevent.com. Ada Borup West at Park Christian in a doubleheader. KRJM and yourliveevent.com. Sacred Heart is at Mahnomen Waban. Those are all the games right here on yourliveevent.com as our 100-pound match getting underway. Lauren Osmondstad for Central Cass, Paisley Schmidt for Devils Lake. As quickly, Osmondstad in on a throw, has the back exposed, looking for the pinfall. Paisley Schmidt gonna have to try to fight out, cannot do so, as it's an 18-second pinfall victory for Lauren Osmondstad.
Yeah, that was a really nice throw out in the first period and ended up getting a quick pin.
So we'll move to 112 pounds, or excuse me, 106 after 100. So the Squirrels will lead the duel 6-0 as we move to 112 pounds. Devils Lake showed open in their first matchup, or in the introductions. As Devils Lake will be open, we'll see who the Squirrels send out a wrestler. So Ava Crandall will go in and take the forfeit victory for Central Cass. So has to check into the scorers table, reminded by the official. So that'd make the duel 12-0. As now Crandall checking in, and there's the hand raise. So at 106 pounds, Ava Crandall will take a forfeit. As we'll move to 112 pounds, the Squirrels lead. Squirrels lead 12-0, and then Anna White will take the forfeit victory for the Squirrels at 112. So 3 matches in, 18-0 is the lead for Central Cass on the Bank North scoreboard. So 118 pounds, Emma Dutt will take the forfeit victory.
Moving on to 124.
So move to 124. It's a 24-0 lead for the Squirrels on the dual score. So Ivy Guy for the Squirrels, Jocelyn Carpenter for Devil's Lake here at 124 pounds. They'll start neutral, circling around, head fake shot, fake attempt by Carpenter, and Carpenter able to finish it off and get the takedown.
Carpenter's working for that half Nelson, going from side to side. She's got it in there, got the turn, got the back points.
Guy trying to fight off of her back. She cannot do so. 28 seconds is the fall. So Jocelyn Carpenter for the Firebirds gets their first victory of this duel. Pinfall in 28 seconds over the Squirrels' Ivy Guy. So we'll go to 130. Eleanor Waugh for Central Cass. And Molly McLeod for the Firebirds. Starting off in the neutral position, collar and elbow ties, battle for hand position, battle for head position. Snap down attempt, stays neutral. Circling around the inner circle in that squirrel logo. Snap down attempt for each wrestler. Both are able to stay on their feet. They'll break apart. Hand control for Waugh, looking for 2-on-1 wrist control. McLeod grabs the near hand of Waugh, and now they'll go back to the collar and elbow ties. 30 seconds gone in the first period. Battle for position. McLeod takes a look, briefly grabs at Waugh's leg. Waugh, though, able to kick it back out. Stays on her feet. 45 seconds gone in the period. Still scoreless here at 130 pounds.
They've both been pretty heavy on the head trying to set up that first takedown here in the first period. 40 seconds left.
2-minute periods each period, 2-2-2. Start the first period in neutral position. Then you alternate choices in the second and third. Top, bottom, neutral, or defer. Snap down attempt, able to get the front headlock. McLeod looking to spin behind, gets the 3. So Molly McLeod will get the points, or the match's opening points. She'll lead 3-0 now. Looking to try to do something on top. Looking to stretch Waugh down, looking to base her out. Waugh staying in the base, now post the near leg, now in a sit-out position. Chin drop attempt by McLeod. Waugh able to get back to her belly. 20 seconds to go in the period. Now out to the side. McLeod going to look to run a half. Has it out to the side. Now is going to reach at the far leg. Looking to see if she can get a turn with 10 seconds left. Does get the back exposed. Looking for the pinfall. Has time. Gets it. Minute 52. Molly McLeod for the Firebirds. The pinfall victory over Eleanor Waugh of Central Cass.
Yeah, McLeod did a nice job. She started with the power half and then just switched to the half and got her rolled over.
So we'll go to 136. 24-12. Squirrels with the lead. So Lakin Capon for Central Cass, Leah Dolly for Devil's Lake. That is your 136-pound matchup. As both wrestlers looking to keep some distance between the two, not looking for the collar elbow ties, trying to stay open. Now they'll go collar elbow ties, reaching through, hand position, head position. Here at 136, Squirrels took the first 4. Devil's Lake has taken back-to-back matches.
Lakin from Central Cass is a freshman this year. wrestling the 136-pound weight class.
Dolly, a freshman for the Firebirds as well here in 2025 into 26. 45 seconds gone in the period. Grabbing at the far wrist. Arm pass attempt by Dolly. It's defended by Capon. Now shot fake into a single leg, looking to drive, scramble, still neutral. There's the takedown for Capon. 3 with back points exposed. Not necessarily how you draw it up, but she'll take it. She'll get the 3 for the takedown. She'll get the 4 for the near fall. As Lakin Capon with a 7-0 lead, 40 seconds to go here in period number 1.
Yeah, Lakin almost ended up in a vice roll situation there. It was a little unorthodox there, but got the 7 points right in the first period.
Now Dolly working back up to her base, but a breakdown by Capon. Dolly, though, quickly back up to her feet, and then they'll go out of bounds. Get a restart with 24 seconds to go in the period. Bottom wrestler set, top wrestler on. And the whistle, 24 seconds. Sit out by Dolly. Capon, though, able to follow. Dolly, though, able to get the near leg, now reaching back up. And the reversal. Capon, good job, knows when to give it up. Just bellied herself out. Don't give up any near fall points. Just give up the 2 for the reversal. So Dolly now trails by 5 at 7-2, as that will do it for our first period. And for the first time in this duel, we're going to period number 2.
Yeah, Capon was trying to hook up a cradle and just wasn't able to get it before that reversal.
So we'll get a fresh start. And they'll go neutral position. Again, both wrestlers trying to keep some space between the two of them. Seeing if they can open up a shot. Now we'll go head control, collar tie, snap down attempt by Capon, spin around. Dolly looking to high hip and gets it, turns it into a throw, gets the 3 points for the takedown with some near fall points upcoming. Capon trying to fight off her back, can't do so. Leah Dolly for Devils Lake, the pinfall victory, 2 minutes and 30 seconds for Devils Lake.
Yeah, Capon just got caught there. Unfortunate, but yeah, just got caught.
So we'll go to 142. So Grace Lamar for the Squirrels, Riley Retzel for Devils Lake is your 142-pound match. Lamar, a senior for the Squirrels, as Lamar headlock right to the back, gonna look for the pinfall. Wetzel trying to fight, trying to bridge, see if she can stay off of her back. Plenty of time for Lamar to try to settle in, has 100 seconds to try to get the pinfall. Gonna walk a little bit closer to the head, see if she can get that tight. Apply a little bit more pressure, get that second shoulder on the mat. Wetzel trying to bridge out of there, trying to stay. Still 85 seconds to go in the period. Lamar, there's the pinfall. Grace Lamar with the 40-second pinfall victory for the Squirrels. Gets them back on the scoreboard. 30-18 the lead in the duel.
Yeah, that was a tight headlock. She wasn't going to get out of that.
We'll go to 148. 30-18 the Squirrels lead in the duel score. So at 148, Jaden Jacobson for the Squirrels, Gabby Hunter for the Firebirds. We're at 148. Central Cass got their first victory in 4 matches with Lamar's pinfall last match. At 142. Now see if Jacobson can keep the momentum going. Shot attempt by Hunter. Hunter, a freshman. Jacobson, a junior. Front headlock, sprawl position for Jacobson. Circling, staying in bounds. reaching at the near ankle. And reaching through, grabbing both ankles. Minute 5 seconds to go in the period. Hunter still driving, looking to see if she can finish this takedown. Jacobson able to get back into a sprawl position, grabbing at the ankle, now spinning around, looking for a crossface. Still neutral, no points awarded yet in this period as Hunter able to drive her down and get the takedown.
Jacobson did a nice job of spreading her out a couple times and just wasn't able to get that corner turned.
Yeah, good job by Hunter there. Just keep wrestling, not giving it up, and able to get the takedown. Take the first points of the match. Now Hunter is going to look for a cradle, trying to lock it up. Trying to get the arms grasped and then lean back. 20 seconds to go in the first period. Jacobson able to break the grip, stays in her base. Bellied out, but now able to face her. See if Jacobson can get a point before the end of the period. Final 5 seconds. Hunter posting right there, now spin behind, grab the ankle, stay in top control, as Gabby Hunter will take a 3-0 lead into period number 2. As red has choice, which is Devil's Lake. When you have a red versus a red, someone's got to be the green. Traditionally, the home team is the green.
The trick is to try and keep it all straight.
Yes. It was green who had first choice. So, Jacobson has choice. Good catch there by Coach Lamar, yelling at the ref saying, I think it's our choice in this second period. Confirm it with the head table. Indeed, it was. So Jacobson has choice. She'll choose the top position. Going to try to ride. See if she can get a turn. First move, stand-up attempt by Hunter. Now posting on all fours. Jacobson out to the side. She's going to try to lock up a cradle. Has the arms locked. Hunter trying to break the grip. Jacobson has Hunter bellied out, but Hunter able to break the grip, gets herself back to her base. But a breakdown by Jacobson, stays in top control, puts in a crossface. Trying to adjust the headgear. Now going to see if she can get out to the side. 30 seconds gone in the period. As we'll get a whistle. As we'll get a time for headgear. So we'll get a restart with a minute 22 to go in period number 2. Gabby Hunter for the Firebirds has a 3-0 lead over Jaden Jacobson of Central Cass. Bottom set, top on, set, and the whistle. Stand-up attempt by Hunter once again. Jacobson going to reach through, see if she can lock up the cradle. On all fours is Hunter. Jacobson now a little bit out in front as Hunter now into a double leg, going to try to extend her lead. And gets the reversal. So up at 2 more points. Jacobson able to get herself back to her belly. So no near fall points awarded, but Hunter now extends her lead to 5-0.
Jacobson's got the head, or had the head and arm, almost had a headlock there for a reversal.
Now a sit out by Jacobson, able to try to face Hunter. Hunter still in top control with 30 seconds to go in the second period.
Jacobson's got that far single leg, just trying to pick that up, but Hunter's putting a lot of pressure on.
As Hunter able to get Jacobson to her belly, still putting in that cross face. 15 seconds to go in the period, but Jacobson now looking to get up to her feet. Final couple ticks of the clock. Hunter still remains in top control and able to hold on, and she'll take a 5-point lead into the final 2 minutes. Now Hunter with the choice now will start the third period in neutral position.
Hunter's ahead 5-0, but it seems like a lot closer match than that.
Yeah, both of them just results of a couple of scrambles. Jacobson has had her opportunities, been unable to get the takedown. Jacobson was looking for a head and arm. Hunter able to shuck it by, but Jacobson able to go and face Hunter and stays on her feet. Headlock attempt by Hunter once again, but Jacobson, Hunter though able to defend, gets the takedown. So up the lead now 8-0. Hunter, this is now major decision territory. Roll attempt by Jacobson. Able to get back to her belly, dangerous position.
Jacobson's looking to get to her base right now. Hunter's doing a good job of putting that down pressure.
Yeah, Hunter riding on top, leads by 8-0. This would be major decision territory. A decision victory 0-7 points is worth 3 on the duel score. A decision victory between 8 and 14 is a major decision worth 4. A victory by 15 points, they call it right then, and give you 5 on the duel. And a pin is worth 6, as Hunter wants the 6 points for the duel score. There's the pinfall victory. Gabby Hunter able to run with a half, get the turn, gets the pinfall victory. 5-22 for the Firebirds. So 24-30 as we go to 155 pounds. So 155, the Firebirds are open. So Evelyn Roth takes the forfeit at 155, as then we'll go to 170. So 36-24 is the duel score. As Taylon Boder for Central Cass, Jaylee Jetty for Devil's Lake is your 170-pound matchup.
And Boder weighed in at the 155-pound weight class this evening.
So bumping her up a weight class, getting a match, getting a chance to wrestle here. 30 seconds gone in the period. Circling around again, trying to keep some distance. Couple of hand fakes. Stays neutral. Now we'll get a collar and elbow tie up. Heavy hands, heavy on the head. As Boder looking for the headlock. Jetty able to get the leg back free, circling around, and we'll go out of bounds. We'll stay neutral. Jetty, good job ducking that head down. Getting behind, just unable to get the mat return to finish off the takedown. And we'll go back to neutral, the center of the mat, with a minute to go in the first period. Again, heavy hands, collar, elbow ties, underhook attempt here from Jetty. Fisher reminding them, keep them moving, and we'll get a whistle. And we'll get the headgear adjusted for Boder. All good. 47 seconds to go in the period. Only 2 weight classes after this, 190 and 250. So a victory for the Squirrels in any weight class would give them the dual win. $20 seconds to go in the period. Still neutral, no score yet on our Bank North scoreboard, banknorth.bank. 10 seconds, heavy hand, snap down, front headlock here for Jetty. Looking to bowl her over. Scramble, and Jetty will get the takedown right to the back. And how many did you get the fall before the end of the period? Official called the fall. Now they're going to confirm it with the scorers table if the fall happened before it hit 0. So Jetty got the takedown. Official slap the mat. And indeed, the fall will be in time, so a 2-minute pinfall there for Jalen Jetty for the Firebirds. Brings the dual score now 36-30 they trail. As we'll go to 190.
I believe we have a technical violation here. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but we're going to give somebody 1 point for something.
Okay, good call there. We'll check the score.
They took away a point from Devil's Lake.
Might have been for the headgear, as when Jetty got the pinfall through the headgear towards the team. Emerson Filide for Central Cass, and for the Firebirds, Shiree Bjornson. 190 as takedown here. Filade able to get the throw right to the back. Going to try to finish off the pinfall. Has plenty of time. Can try to settle in. There it is. Emerson Filade, the pinfall victory. 19 seconds. And that will lock up the dual victory for the Squirrels. They now lead 42-29 on the Bank North scoreboard.
Yeah, that was a very nice throw that Emerson had in the first period. Right to her back and got the pin.
So we'll go to 250. So Hannah Garza for Devil's Leg. Looks like she'll take the forfeit at 250 pounds. So that'd make it 35. So Hannah Garza gets the open victory. So the Squirrels will take the duel. Your final tonight on the Bank North scoreboard. Bank North has been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. See what values-based banking can do for you. Visit banknorth.bank today. Bank North, a member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. We'll recap and we return. YourLiveEvent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
So back here on YourLiveEvent.com as we'll get you our dual recap from Farmers Union Insurance, the Wasleen Kramer Agency. Your local small town agents for Castleton are Scott and Tyler for Castleton and the surrounding communities. Whether it's crop and farm, home and auto, health, and live commercial or recreational insurance, come visit Farmers Union Insurance in Castleton for the great rates and local service that you expect. To get you the dual mat view, here's we'll run down our weights here at 100, or for the girls duel between Central Cass and Devil's Lake. 100 pounds, Lauren Osmondstad for the Squirrels, a 18-second pinfall victory over Paisley Schmidt. At 106, 112, and 118, the Squirrels get forfeit victories. 106, Ava Crandall, 112, Anna White, 118, Emma Dutt. And the Squirrels led 24-0 on the duel. But then Devil's Lake takes the next three matches. 124, Jocelyn Carpenter, a 29-second pinfall over Ivy Guy. At 130, Mally McLeod for Devil's Lake defeats Eleanor Waugh for Central Cass by fall in a minute 53. Leah Daly for Devil's Lake defeats Laking Capon in 2 minutes 29 seconds. for Devils Lake. But then Grace Lamar for the Squirrels comes back. Grace Lamar with the pinfall victory in 40 seconds over Riley Wetzel to take the victory at 142 pounds. 148, Gabby Hunter for the Firebirds, a 5-minute, 23-second pinfall victory over Jaden Jacobson. Jaden Jacobson of the Squirrels. 155, Evelyn Roth for the Squirrels takes a forfeit victory. 170, Jaylee Jetty for the Firebirds defeats Taylor Boder of Central Cast in 1:59 by pinfall. 190, Emerson Filati for the Squirrels, a 20-second pinfall victory over Shirey Bjornson of Devils Lake. The fall in 20 seconds to pick up the win. And at 250 pounds, Hannah Garza for Devils Lake picks up the forfeit victory in that one. Let's get you some of our post-game awards. Our Agassiz Precision Egg feature precision move of the duel. Grace Lamar for the Squirrels got the headlock against Riley Wetzel and able to hold on and pick up the pinfall victory. So Grace Lamar for the Squirrels. That's your Agassiz Precision Egg feature move of the match from Agassiz Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Your local precision planting dealer, 701-636-2119, or visit them online at planterdoc.com. Our Enbridge Energy wrestler of the duel, bringing the energy tonight, was Emerson Filati for the Central Cast Squirrels. A 20-second pinfall victory over Shirey Bjornson of Devils Lake. Emerson Filati, the 20-second pinfall, is your Enbridge Energy wrestler of the duel. She brought the energy. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy for Life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Take a break, come back, get you ready for our boys duel when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
You've seen him around at the game and at the cafe. That's Ryan from Taupe Insurance, your man about town and your go-to guy for coverage that fits. From farm, crop, home, auto, and more. Ryan knows Castleton because he lives it just like you with the service you expect. That's Taupe Insurance in Castleton with over 25 years of experience. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies at their office in Castleton or call 701-347-4045.
Brady Siebel's back with you, Dan Weber as well. It looks like the boys duel just about ready to get underway. They'll wrestle on the mat to our right, the solid black match, and we'll bring Dan in here. And Dan, our first duel down, the Central Cast Squirrels, the reigning East Region champions in girls high school wrestling as far as the dual tournament team is considered, able to pick up the season opening win here for the Central Cast Squirrels against Devils Lake tonight.
Yeah, they looked really good. They were trying some throws and shooting in nice on some takedowns and finishing their moves and ended up with several pins.
And now we'll make the turn over to the boys duel against Central Cast. Now a third year with them in that Class A division, bumping up a few years ago into that top seed or the top division, the top class of wrestling, going up against the familiar Fargo, Grand Forks area schools, as well as Devils Lake for the Central Cast Squirrels here tonight. As we'll get the lineups going underway. Again, we'll hold off on that because with wrestling, you never know. You have wrestlers that bump up. You have wrestlers that don't wrestle. You have wrestlers that bump down, all that fun stuff. So we'll just stay until they check in with the scores table to make it official. 13 weight classes in the state of North Dakota as well here this season. 107, 114, 121, 127, 133, 139, 145, 152, 160, 72, 89, 215, and my specialty, the big guys at 285 pounds, the heavyweight class. That is your 13 weight classes. By my Mayville State math, looks like we'll get started at 107 pounds, and that duel will begin when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting section, and check out their different paint mixing options from Benjamin Moore, Clark and Kensington, and Royal. From their grills to Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to the Customer Laser Engraving Center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Carol, Leslie, or Craig to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
So back here, yourliveevent.com. We're starting at 107 pounds. Jack Glennon for the Squirrels, an 8th grader. Gregor Samuelson for Devils Lake, a freshman here at 107 pounds. Again, so glad you could join us here from the home of the Squirrels in Central Cass. As quickly, Glennon in on a shot attempt and able to clear the head, gets the 3 points for the opening takedown.
I'll be honest with you, Brady. I'm still trying to get used to the three-point takedown.
Yep, same as me. I've only done it once this year, calling it 2. So last year was about once every match. Now just once every duel or so. That 3-point takedown, also the changes to the near fall as Samuelson will get the escape. Used to be a count of 3 for 2 points, a count of 5 for 3 points. Now a count of 2 gets you 2, a count of 3 is worth 3, and a count of 4 is worth 4. So a takedown to the back used to be worth 5 points. Now with the new changes to the scoring system, now it's worth 7. Kind of see a lot of matches opening up, or matches or higher scoring affairs now with this new scoring system in high school wrestling.
Yeah, it's not uncommon to see a 20-something to mid to high 20s on each side these days.
Glennon with a shot. Samuelson, though, was able to sprawl. Briefly had a cross face in, but Glennon able to get back up to his feet. It stays neutral, 3-1. Glennon with the lead for the Squirrels. Now 2-on-1, hand control for Samuelson. Trails by a pair here in this first duel, but then Samuelson uses it, driving him over, looking for the takedown. Glennon trying to stay close, trying to keep it neutral with 15 seconds to go in the period. No change yet. Final 10 seconds. Bit of a scramble, and it results Samuelson with a takedown in a headlock position. He's got 3 for the takedown. Going to try to get some near fall points as well before the end of the period. Count of what did he get, as I was looking at the wrong scoreboard, but it was a count of 3. So that'll make it 7-0. They go cross the gym with the score, so in that way the teams against the wall can still see the scoreboard. So looking at that one, 7-3.
Glennon starting out in the bottom position to start out this second period.
Russell, a good first period until about the final 10 seconds, then just got caught. Was doing a good job shot defense, but a little bit of a scramble drill, and it resulted in a 5-point move, now a 7-point move for Samuelson.
Samuelson was trying to thread the needle, and Glennon did a nice job of getting that arm back and facing him.
But Samuelson now going to try to lock in the cradle, has the hands grabbed, now going to try to use head in the side. Use it like a snow plow is what we used to say, apropos for winter here in North Dakota. And try to drive him over. Minute 5 seconds to go in the second period. Glennon, though, able to break the grip, gets himself back to his belly, now works himself up to a base. He trails by 4. Glennon up to his feet, but Samuelson able to get the mat return, stays in control. Able to get a breakdown, has Glennon to his belly. Now going to see what he can do. 40 seconds, make that now 35 seconds to go in period number 2. First match of this duel.
Glennon's been doing a nice job of getting up to his base, but Samuelson always has an answer for that.
Able to drake the arm around the back of Glennon, see if he can use it, do something with it. Now rolling through with the far wrist, has a chicken wing. Going to see if he can turn to the side, get some points before the end of the period. Glennon hip down, not trying to go easily. As Samuelson now will just spin back around, regain top control, ride out the final couple ticks of the clock. And that will do it for period number 2. Gregor Samuelson for Devils Lake has a 7-3 lead going into the final 2 minutes against Central Cass's Jack Glennon. Glennon with choice, he'll choose the top position. Gonna see if he can ride, gonna see if he can get something moving here on top.
Glennon's trying to stick those legs in, get that far arm. Oh, he lost control of that leg.
No change. Looking to spin behind. There's the 3-point takedown for Samuelson. So up his lead. Shows 11-3 on the Bank North scoreboard here inside the arena. Samuelson now with a cradle, going to look to get the pinfall. Plenty of time, has a minute 15. Glennon, though, able to belly himself out, does get a count of 4. So 4 more points, 15-3, 12-point lead. Another turn and we could get Tech Fall territory. Dripping the arm around, now going to try to put in the cross face, see if he can do something with it. This move takes some time, but if you can do it right, it's tight, it's tough to fight out of it. 40 seconds to go in the third period. As perfect placement by our official there, making sure he's right on top of everything. 30 seconds to go in the third period. Final 20 seconds. $15 seconds. Samuelson just wants to ride out these final few ticks. He'll take a major decision victory to open up our 107-pound matchup. Final couple ticks of the clock, and Gregor Samuelson for Devils Lake, a major decision. 15-3 defeated Jack Glennon. 4 points on the dual scoreboard, brought to you by Bank North at banknorth.bank. And of course, I say that kiddingly with the officials. We thank the officials for all that they do, allowing us to have our duels. I always just like to joke with them. They have a knack for being right in front of the camera every time. Normally, I like to at least make a little joke with them. Say, hey, remember, camera's right here. Get in the way as much as we can. So we go to 114 pounds. Derek Jorison for Central Cass, Cooper Dom for Devil's Lake here as Jorison quickly in on a single leg, going to try to elevate it, gets the takedown.
Yeah, he made quick work of that takedown tonight.
So 3-0, Jorison with the takedown. A junior for the Squirrels, Dom for the Firebirds, also a junior. Here in our first matches of the season for these wrestlers. Out of bounds they go. We'll get a restart with 1:24 to go in the first period. Bottom set, top on, set and the whistle. Stand-up attempt by Dom, but Jorison able to counter the first move. Reaching through, trying to set up a chicken wing, but Dom able to free his arm out.
It's nice to see that flow. Starting for the chicken wing, then go right to the crossface. Nice flowing from one move to the other.
Yeah, always try to keep moving, try to show the official that you're the one moving, trying to continue the action. 50 seconds to go in the period. Jorison with a 3-0 lead. Chicken wing reaches through with the far, grabs the far wrist as well. Now going to look to turn to the side, run with it, trying to stack Dom up and get the pinfall victory. 40 seconds, plenty of time, but loses the handle of it. Dom able to bridge out, back up to his feet. It's a 4-point near fall for Jorison. Then a 1-point escape. 7-1 is the dual score. As then Dom in on a takedown attempt. Jorison ankle grabbing for it, trying to defend, but Dom able to get the takedown. Trailed 7-0, now it's a 7-4 matchup with 15 seconds to go in the period. Action-packed flurry of action here in this first period between both wrestlers.
Yeah, I thought Jorison had that pretty tight, but Dom was able to get that shoulder loose and sneak out of there.
Dom with choice. He'll choose the neutral position to begin our second 2 minutes. Shot fake. Jorison able to get it back free as they'll stay neutral. 15 seconds gone in the period. They'll break apart, circle themselves back to the center squirrel logo. Russian attempt now underhooks, and Jorison able to bully him over for the takedown. Up the lead now 10-4.
Yeah, again on his feet. Jorison, he tried for the cross ankle pick and then comes back with the takedown.
So now a 6-point lead at 10-4. Jorison again trying to set up a move in top position. Dom able to get his arms back free, get himself back to his belly, but Jorison right back in on the wrist, rolls it out. Now going to try to drape it across the back with under a minute to go in the second period. As the chicken wing reaching out, grabbing the far wrist, stacking up. Now going to look for the fall. Had it in the first period, lost the grip of it. Jorison now going to try to lock that, cinch that in tight. There's the pinfall victory. So Derek Jorison for Central Cass, the pinfall victory, and 3:18 to put the Squirrels on the scoreboard. They'll lead 6-4 on the Bank North scoreboard.
Yeah, Jorison made sure that he had that one locked in tight in the second period.
So we'll go to 1:21 now. John Call for the Squirrels, and Ryland Samuelson for Devil's Lake, your 121-pound matchup, as Samuelson will get the opening takedown here, 10 seconds into this first period. Edge of the mat, Call looking to get on the scoreboard for his first time tonight. Gets a 3-point reverse or 3-point near fall, however, for Samuelson. Will up his score to 6-0. Call able to get the escape point and circle themselves back to the center. 6-1, Samuelson has the lead. Here, 121 pounds. 6-4 on the dual score. Shot attempt, Samuelson. Sprawl attempt by Call. Samuelson able to free the head. Call reaching at the near leg, trying to defend, but there's the takedown. Samuelson, 3 more points, make it now 9-1. Final 20 seconds of the period. See what Samuelson can do in the top position. 10 seconds to go in the period. Quick tilt attempt. Looking for a couple back points before the end of the period. Got to a count of 1, did the official, but no near fall points. Couple final ticks of the clock. And that will do it for period number 1. Ryland Samuelson for Devils Lake has a 9-1 lead over the Squirrels' John Call going into the second period. Call choice defers. Samuelson will choose neutral. Here as we begin period number 2.
Call's trying to set up his takedown here. Still in the neutral position. Looking for that hand control.
Underhook for Samuelson. Call though able to get his arm back free. They stay neutral and circle themselves back towards the center of the mat with 30 seconds gone in the second period. Samuelson an 8-point lead. Shot fake by Samuelson. Call, though, was ready for it. Shot attempt by Call. Samuelson sprawl, spin behind. Both end up back in their feet. Body lock, but now it's over-unders for each wrestler. Both have a throw if they want it. They can try to set it up here in this position. 50 seconds gone. Shot attempt. Samuelson grabbing at that far knee, chopping it down, and then just driving him over. 3 more points. Samuelson now up 12-1. Call back up to his feet, trying to face edge of the mat they go. They'll give the escape point to Call, make it now 12-2. And we'll start neutral with 30 seconds to go in period number 2. Snap down attempt from Samuelson. Call, though, is ready for it, defends it. Shot, Samuelson picking it up high and bringing it back down gently and getting the takedown. 3 more points, 15-2. Looking for a turn. Call, though, able to defend, and end of the second period, 15-2. Ryland Samuelson leads.
Call's going to take the top position to start out the third period.
First move. Knee slide by Samuelson. Call, though, able to follow. Roll by Samuelson. Call, though, stays with it. Up to his feet is Samuelson. Looking for the escape point. Mat return by Call. Sit out by Samuelson. And Samuelson back up to his feet. Face him. Gets the escape point 16-2. A takedown will result in a tech fall. Shot attempt by Samuelson. Able to get the takedown to the back, so they'll let him try to get the pinfall, but they go out of bounds. 2 points for the near fall. 21-2. It's a tech fall victory for Ryland Samuelson of Devils Lake, defeating the Squirrels' John Call. That will up the dual score as Devils Lake will retake the lead now at 9-6. As I try and fail to do math in my head. As we'll move to 133. Gallagher Wheeler for the Squirrels, Wesley Fisk for Devils Lake here at 127 pounds. As Wheeler in on a shot, a freshman for the Squirrels. Fisk a senior for the Firebirds. Wheeler looking for the takedown. Still neutral, has the legs, but leg pass by Fisk. Trying to stay close, as now Fisk will grab at the leg and I'll scramble out of bounds. No change, 25 seconds gone in the first period. Back to the center and a restart. Shot attempt by Wheeler. Trying to suck it in. Sprawl by Fisk. Wheeler grabbing at the ankle, lifted it up to his feet. Fisk hopping around. Wheeler was looking for a trip. Fisk, though, able to defend. Wheeler now back up to their feet. Trying to lift the leg up, seeing if he can get the takedown, and Fisk trying to be funky with it, and we got a scramble. It's still neutral position, as now Fisk pops his head in between, hooks the ankle. Still neutral, 45 seconds to go in the first period. Fisk able to clear the head, now going to see if he can get the takedown. Wheeler staying close, reaching through. Still neutral. Fisk trying to get that arm clear. Puts in the crossface. There's the takedown. So good defensive wrestling into offensive wrestling by Wesley Fisk. Able to turn it into a takedown with 20 seconds. Now make it 15 seconds to go in the first period.
Yeah, that was quite a scramble there. Legs and arms and heads going all over the place.
Final couple ticks of the clock. Sit out by Wheeler looking for the defensive pin. And time will run out in period number one. Something I loved about being the heavyweight, we didn't have those scrambles. It was we just fell on top of each other and gave it up.
Yeah, we weren't lifting the leg and knee up over the head.
Nope, and if someone did that to me, would have pulled many things. So second period, we'll start neutral position between Fisk and Wheeler. Fisk in on a shot attempt and gets the takedown. Doubles his lead now 6-0. Sit out by Wheeler, but Fisk is staying close. Still on top. Wheeler trying to get back up to his feet. Fisk keeping that half Nelson. And again, doing a good job of just following, staying close. Wheeler posts that one leg, but Fisk able to get it back. Puts him to his base. Under a minute in the second. Roll attempt. Sit out into a roll. But Fisk now able to elevate the leg. Puts in a half. Got a count of 3, so near fall points upcoming. Now he's going to try to readjust. See if he can get the fall. Same move, official counting once again. Final 20 seconds of the period. Now he's just going to Fisk, classic half Nelson finish. Going to see if he can get that second shoulder to the mat. 15 seconds. Trying to squeeze, short time. Bridge attempt by Wheeler. Official right there. Final couple ticks of the clock. Can Wheeler hold on to survive to the third period? Bridge attempt, and Wheeler's able to fight out of it, but it is a 4-point near fall. So Wesley Fisk will up his lead 10-0 going into the final period. So Fisk's choice, he'll choose top. Reaching through, leg lock, going to try to set up that same move. Wheeler, though, able to roll through. Trying to get back up to his feet, see if he can get a head and arm, a headlock position. And now able to his knees, able to face each other. Now Wheeler going to try for a throw. The official did give the 1 point for the escape, as now we wrestle neutral. Fisk can try to pop the head out. Also has the near ankle of Wheeler. Wheeler trying for that head and arm position. Now he'll break the grip. Try to spin behind. Fisk grabs the near leg. We're still neutral. 55 seconds gone in this third period.
Wheeler just wasn't able to get that head and arm tight enough, get enough of the head to get any pressure there.
As there's the takedown to the back, so Fisk gets 3 points for the takedown. Now going to try to get the pinfall victory. Should have a tech fall secured, but he wants the full 6 points for the dual score. Reaching through, elevating the leg, trying to elevate the head. There's the pinfall. Wesley Fisk for Devils Lake. The fall in 5:21 to pick up the victory for the Firebirds. Up their lead now to 15-6 as we go to 133. So Simon Schneider for the Squirrels. Briar Eversvik for Devils Lake is your 133-pound match. Schneider, a senior for the Squirrels. Eversvik, a freshman for the Firebirds. Snap down attempt, collar elbow ties between each wrestler. .50 seconds gone in the period. As they'll break apart, circle themselves back to the center. Shot fakes between the wrestlers. It stays neutral. Under a minute now to go in the period. And out of bounds they go. We'll get a restart with 55 seconds to go in period number one. Shot attempt by Schneider. And almost a modified fireman's carry and gets the takedown. Nope, official waves it off. No takedown. As Eversvik grabs the near leg. Takedown was wiped off. So still no score, and we're wrestling in neutral position. Schneider sprawled out, grabbing at the ankle. Also pounding the head into the mat, and then we'll get a stalemate. 17.2 to go here in this first period. Final 10 seconds. Shot attempt by Schneider. Small by Eversvik. Spin behind. Grabbing at the near ankle and out of time. No points awarded. It'll stay scoreless as we'll go to the second period. Schneider with choice. He defers. Eversvik will take the neutral position. Edge of the mat as they'll break apart. Circle themselves back towards the middle of the mat. Schneider in on a shot attempt. See if he can finish it. Has had some opportunities this match and lifts him up, drives him down, gets the takedown. So Simon Schneider with the opening points at 1:33 take a 3-0 lead.
Schneider did a nice job of lifting him off the mat and keeping him in bounds to get that 3-point takedown.
Edge of the mat, they continue to wrestle. And then out of bounds. We'll get a restart with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go in period number 2. Bottom wrestler set, top wrestler on, set and wrestle. Trying to get on all fours is Eversvik, the big guy stand up. Schneider looking for a breakdown, bring him back to the mat. As we'll get a whistle and, all right, I don't think Schneider had an arm. Indeed, he did not have an arm on the head and arm, so it's a penalty point. So Eversvik will get his first points of the match. And Schneider will give up the escape point to start in the neutral position. So now it's 3-2. Snap down from Eversvik. Snap down attempt now by Schneider. They'll break apart. They'll circle themselves back. 15 seconds to go in period number 2. As Eversvik shot attempt trying to beat the buzzer, does so, gets the takedown before the end of the period. So he'll take a 5-3 lead.
Yeah, he was able to get that takedown in the last 3 seconds, right at the end.
So we'll go to the third and final period. We'll start neutral. Briar Eversvik, the freshman for Devils Lake, has a 5-3 lead. Collar elbow ties. Now Schneider to try to push the pace once again. He trails by 2. They'll break apart, circle themselves back to the center. 35 seconds gone in the period. Shot attempt. Schneider double leg. Eversvik with a sprawl. Eversvik puts in the crossface, gets the takedown, going to also try to get some back points for it as well. 8-3. Eversvik has over a minute to try to get the pinfall. Schneider has to fight off of his back. Schneider reaching, trying to elevate the head. Bridge attempt by Schneider. Eversvik, though, able to catch him now into the reverse half finish and trying to get that second shoulder back to the mat. Would be a 4 count, so would be a major decision victory. But Eversvik wants the full 6. There it is! Briar Eversvik for Devils Lake, the pinfall victory in 4. Make that 5-27. Up the dual score lead now to 21-6. as we'll go to 139. Jake Myron for the Squirrels, Max Volk for Central Cass, Jake Myron for Central Cass, Max Volk for Devils Lake. A pair of freshmen battling out at 139. Volk on a single leg. Myron sprawls out. And both wrestlers, they get back up to their feet. No points awarded. It stays neutral. Shot attempt. Myron, a shot from far away, able to get the ankles. See if he can finish it. Leg pass by Volk, trying to defend. Volk now able to creep his head in between. Shuck the arm by and get the takedown. So, after the bit of a scramble, Max Volk gets the opening points of the match. 3-0 he leads Jake Myron with a minute to go in the first period. Grabbing at the far near ankle is Volk, also puts in a crossface. .40 seconds to go. Final 30 seconds. Max Volk with the lone points this period, a takedown. Halfway through the period, leading Jake Myron of Central Cass. Final 15 seconds, edge of the mat they wrestle. And we'll get a whistle. After the first period, Max Volk with a 3-0 lead over Jake Myron of Central Cass. Volk choice, he'll choose neutral. Shot attempt. Myron, single leg sprawl by Volk. Myron looking to finish it this time here in the second period. Try to tie it up at 3. Double leg riff reaching through, but Volk able to get the takedown, able to sprawl. Reshot by Volk. Spin behind. Clear the head. Get the takedown. Volk will double his lead. Make it 6-0. Minute 10 to go in the period. Volk with a 6-0 lead, a pair of takedowns, one in each period. As we'll get a whistle, and I'll let Myron readjust the headgear, get a restart back in the center. As Volk says, let's start neutral position. I'll give the escape point to Myron, 6-1. Volk gonna look for another takedown. Collar elbow ties between the two. Snap down attempt. Volk, though, into a double leg. And able to get the takedown. Third takedown of the match for Max Volk. He now leads 9-1. In on a turn. Gonna look for some near fall points. But Myron able to bridge, get himself back to his belly before he gave up any near fall points. But Max Volk leads 9-1 with under 30 seconds to go in the period. As Volk will cut him, give up the escape point, look for another takedown before the end of the period. And we'll get a restart in the center, 9-2. .15 seconds, shot by Myron. Volk, though, able to sprawl. Collar elbow ties, reshot attempt by Volk. Myron with the reshot, scramble, final 5 seconds. Can either wrestler get points before the end of the period? And we'll go to period number 3. Max Volk a 9-2 lead.
Myron's going to choose the neutral position to start the third period. Volk's ahead 9-2 going into the third.
Final 2 minutes. Shot fake by Myron. Volk able to kick his leg back and then reshots. Grabbing at the leg. Looking to turn the corner, see if he can extend his lead. He leads by 7. Does Max Volk for Devil's Lake. 30 seconds gone. We'll see how long the official elects to continue as he'll call the stalemate. So going to restart back to the center. 31 seconds gone in the period. Shot attempt, Myron off of the whistle. Volk with a sprawl. Grabs at the near leg, puts in a crossface. Going to try to spin behind. And gets the takedown, ups his lead now 12-2. 4 takedowns for Max Volk. He's got a 12-2 lead, 1:05 seconds to go in the period. Coach telling him, cut him, try to get some more takedowns. Oh, increase the scoring. There's the escape point. Volk right in on a shot. Myron was looking for a throw. Volk, though, able to counter, bullies him over, gets 3 points for the takedown, and right to the back, going to look for the pinfall. Should have the tech fall locked up. Myron able to get himself back to his belly, but it is 4 points for a near fall. And it's a 19-3 technical fall victory for Max Volk, upping the score to 26-6. So we'll go to 145. Logan Anthony for Central Cass, Tucker Bennett for Devil's Lake. Anthony a freshman, Bennett a junior. Here, this 145. Central Cass looking to pick up their second victory of the duel, but a throw, a cow catcher here for Bennett, gonna look for the pinfall victory. Anthony has to try to fight off of his back. Bennett has the head scooped, plenty of time to settle in to try to get the fall. Now he's gonna try to put some legs in, try to get the ride. One leg in, can't get the second leg in, can Bennett. Anthony still trying to fight off of his back. 1:15 to go in the period, as there's the pinfall. So Tucker Bennett with the throw, runs it, and gets the 6 points. Tucker Bennett, the pinfall victory, ups the dual score lead now 32-6. We go to 152. Ben Quitschreiber for Central Cass. Mitchell Gerhardt for Devil's Lake. Quitschreiber in on a takedown off of the whistle. Sprawl by Gerhardt. Still neutral. Reshot by Gerhardt. Quitschreiber now with the sprawl in a front headlock position. Gerhardt trying to get back up to his feet. Front headlock for Quitschreiber. Able to snap him down. See what he can do with this. 35 seconds gone in the period. Shot attempt. Fireman's carry from Gerhardt for the takedown.
And Gerhardt goes right for the half Nelson off the takedown. Quickschreiber's doing a nice job of defending that.
Sit out. Gerhardt able to follow, and they roll out of bounds. No change back to the center. Minute gone in the first period. A minute to go in period number 1. They'll restart back in the center. Quickschreiber down. Bottom set. Top on. And the whistle. Sit out off of the whistle by Quickschreiber. Garrett, though, able to follow. Put in the half Nelson. Quickschreiber, though, able to look away and peel. Gerhardt back to that half Nelson once again, trying to lock it in. Quickschreiber able to peel, but then Garrett right back on it. Quickschreiber back up to his feet. Gerhardt, though, able to turn him, get him over with the half Nelson. See if he can get some near fall points. Quickschreiber, though, able to get himself back up to his belly. No near fall points awarded. Final 20 seconds of the first. Half Nelson by Gerhardt. Quickschreiber, though, able to belly himself out. Got to a count of 1, no near fall points. Final 10 seconds of the first period. Gerhardt riding tough on top, trying to put in the half, see if he can get the pinfall before the end of the period. Got to a count of 2, so Gerhardt will add 2 near fall points as we go to the second period. Mitchell Gerhardt of Devils Lake has a 5-0 lead going into period number 2. Quickschreiber will start down to begin this second period, trailing by 5.
Ben did a nice job of getting the hand control and trying to turn that corner to get that reversal.
Able to spin behind, so Quickschreiber gets on the scoreboard. 5-2 he trails. Gerhardt in on a stand-up. Now Quickschreiber going to try to ride the legs. See what Ben Quickschreiber, the sophomore, can do here in top position. Trying to get a little high. Gerhardt maybe trying to back his way, scoot through the back door. 45 seconds gone in the period.
Quickschreiber's heavy on the head, trying to get him sprawled out here.
Has the legs hooked. 55 seconds to go in the period. Now reaching through, forearm right to the head, trying to pound it in, see if he can set up something. Keeps the leg ridden and hooked. 40 seconds to go in the period. Quickschreiber trying to set up a move on top. Final 30 of the period. As we'll get a whistle. And it looks like we'll have a full Nelson. So penalty point issued against Quickschreiber. And so Gerhardt will tack on one more point, 6-2. We'll get a whistle, caution, they'll call that on Quickschreiber. First 2 are free, then it's a point. Off the whistle, Gerhardt back up to his feet. Gerhardt now on to a knee, and violation called on Gerhardt, so penalty point issued to Quickschreiber. So now 6-3 the score. Final couple ticks of this second period. Quickschreiber puts in a leg, and we'll go to the final 2 minutes. Mitchell Gerhardt, a 6-3 lead over Ben Quickschreiber going into the final period. Quickschreiber choice, he'll choose top. Bottom set, top on. Up to his feet as Quickschreiber was looking to put in a leg. Got fully airborne, so the official will call that for potentially dangerous. knee slide, and Gerhardt able to get up to his feet, get the escape point, 7-3. Mitchell Gerhardt with the lead. And out of bounds they go. They'll ding Quitschreiber with a stall. That's his first. First one's a warning, second one's a point. As off the whistle, Quitschreiber looking for the takedown right off the whistle. Jumped the whistle just by a hair, so we'll get his second caution. 7-3, 90 seconds to go in the period. Double unders. Quitschreiber looking to see if he can throw it. Trying to jack it up, trying to lift it up, see if he can get a throw from this position. Garrett, though, unders. Knuckles to the side, able to get out of it. Now front headlock for Quitschreiber. Final 45 seconds of the period. Gerhardt, double leg. Quitschreiber was trying, turned into a throw, but Gerhardt just runs him over for the takedown. 10-3. Wing, looking for the turn before the end of the period. Now going to try to scoop the head. And try to run with it. Final 20 seconds. There's the turn. Gerhardt going to look for the fall before the end of the period. Quitschreiber has to try to fight off his back for 12 more seconds. Gerhardt lifting up the head, looking for the fall. 5 seconds to go in the period. Quitschreiber trying to defend and will get a whistle. 4-point near fall as we've got blood time. So it's 4 near fall for Gerhardt, 14-3. As we've got a blood time here on yourliveevent.com.
Blood time. Cass County Mutual provides insurance products to all southeastern North Dakota. They're a local company providing service to all policyholders. Visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you. Tope Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan Tope. Ryan Tope at Tope Insurance in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies. Give Tope Insurance a call at 701-347-4045. That's 701-347-4045.
So 14-3 blood time, 3.6 seconds remaining here in the third period. So get a restart. Bottom set, top on, and we'll get a whistle. Caution, we'll call the caution on red. Gerhardt, his first caution. 3 seconds to go in the match. As we get the restart, sit out attempt by Quitschreiber, and that will do it. So a major decision. Mitchell Gerhardt with the 14-3 major decision. 4 more points on the dual score. 36-6. As we move to 160 pounds. So 160. So Hunter Parisian for Central Cass, Kobe Dronin Levitt for Devils Lake. Senior, one of the standouts for the Firebird football team that captured the first state championship in school history just a few weeks ago at the Fargo Dome. Out of bounds they go. Both of these wrestlers seniors. Neutral position. Over-unders. Parisian looking for the trip and edge of the mat. They stayed inbounds, and now they'll circle themselves back to the center. Underhooks for Parisian once again. Throw by. Now lat drop attempt. Levitt, though, trying to defend. Scramble, and Jordan Levitt with the takedown.
Hunter just slipped at the last second there. Lost a little control and momentum.
Jordan Levitt able to take advantage of it, but Parisian, though, able to scoot through and get the reversal. Cuts his deficit to 1 with 40 seconds to go in the period. Jordan Levitt back up to his feet. Mat return lifting up is Parisian. Jordan Levitt, though, switch, and the 2 reversal back. Regains a 3-point lead at 5-2. Parisian back up to his feet. Final 10 seconds. Jordan Levitt reaches at the ankles and able to stay in top control. Final 5 seconds of the period. And that'll do it for period number 1. Kobe Jordan Levitt has a 5-2 lead going into the second period. Parisian will start in the down position for our second 2 minutes. Off the whistle, battle for control. Jordan Levitt able to get a breakdown, bellies Parisian out. $20 seconds gone in the period. Jordan Levitt staying close by. Parisian up to 1 foot. Now going to look for the roll. Jordan Levitt, though, able to counter it. Now puts in a half Nelson. Reaching through at the far wrist. And we'll get a whistle, and potentially dangerous is the call. Bottom set, top on. And the restart, minute 25 to go in the period. Jordan Levitt got the opening takedown, then Parisian with a reversal. Jordan Levitt with a reversal right back. All of the scoring taking place in period number 1. Under a minute. Grabbing at the arm was Jordan Levitt. Parisian, though, able to get back free. Now back up to his feet. Jordan Levitt with the mat return, able to bring him back down. $30 seconds to go in the second period. Final 25 seconds of the period. Official reminding them. Tell them to keep wrestle through the end of the period. Ankle hook for Jordan Levitt. Final couple ticks of the clock, and then we'll get out of bounds, and we'll get a restart with 8.1 to go in the period. This 160 pounds, 4 weight classes to go, 72, 89, 215, 285. Parisian looking for an escape before the end of the period, unable to get it. Jordan Levitt with the mat return. He'll take a 3-point lead into the final 2 minutes. So Jordan Levitt will start in the down position to begin our final period. Off of the whistle. Parisian looking for a breakdown. Puts in a chicken wing. Jordan Levitt sit out into a switch. Able to face Parisian. Has a single leg. Parisian now sprawled out. Jordan Levitt now back up to his feet, but Parisian looking to lock up a cradle. Has it. Now going to try to run him over, get the pinfall. Edge of the mat, they stay in bounds. Parisian got a quick count. Now he'll redo it, readjust the grip. Now going to look for the pinfall. Jordan Levitt trying to bridge out, edge of the mat, and they both go out of bounds. It is a 4-point near fall. And so Hunter Parisian ups his lead now. He'll take his first lead of the match at 6-5 with 1:15 to go.
Hunter did a nice job of locking that cradle up and going at it after the second time, too, to get one more point.
He'll take a 1-point lead. Off the whistle, Jordan Levitt up to his feet, looking for the escape to try to tie it up. Parisian grabbing at the near ankle. Devil's Lake wants a stall call. 50 seconds to go in the period. Parisian still in top control. But now Jordan Levitt looking to turn the corner, see if he can get the reversal to up the lead back. Parisian grabbing at the near ankle. Still no change in position. As we'll get a stalling warning called on Parisian. That's his first. 24 seconds, and then we'll get a whistle and a stalemate. Go back to the center. No change in that. So Parisian has a 6-5 lead. 21.6 seconds. Parisian did just get called for a stall. Bottom set, top on. First move, Parisian able to defend. Jordan Levitt back up to his feet. Parisian now into a double. Looking to stay in control. Wizard position, still no change. Final 5 seconds. 2 and 1 and no change. As Hunter Parisian will hold on for a 6-5 win.
6-5 decision. Central Cass, Hunter Parisian.
So Parisian gets the win for the Squirrels as we'll move to 172. 39-6 on the Bank North scoreboard.
172 pounds. Holy Adrian Aaron, Central Cass.
So 172 pounds. Adrian Aarons for Central Cass. Cameron Kraft for Devil's Lake. First 15 seconds of the matchup. Underhook for Aarons. .30 seconds gone. Still neutral. No score here at 172. Underhook for Aarons. Senior for the Squirrels. Kraft for the Firebirds, a sophomore. Snap down. Front headlock. Aaron's looking for the snap down. See what he can do with the front headlock with 49 seconds to go. Kraft, though, able to pop his head back free. 40 seconds in the period. Still no score. Final 30 seconds. Head position. Wrist control. Battle in the center of the mat. They'll break apart. Stay in the center. Collar, elbow ties, forehead to forehead. Snap down attempt for Aaron's Kraft, though, able to defend. And we'll go to period number 2, scoreless. Adrian Ahrens for the Squirrels, Cameron Kraft for Devil's Lake here at 172 pounds. Kraft choice, he'll choose neutral. No points yet in this 172-pound matchup. Still collar, elbow ties, battle for hand position. Battle for head position. Wrestlers seeing if they can open up. See if a shot comes to them. We'll get stalling. Ahrens will get dinged for the stalling, as will Kraft. A double stall call. Official telling both wrestlers, hey, let's get moving here. So both being warned for a stall. First one's a warning. Second one is a point. Halfway gone in the match, still scoreless. Shot fake, head taps. Back to the collar, ties. 45 seconds to go in the period. Edge of the mat. Shot attempt. Kraft with the single leg, trying to lift it up. Ahrens trying to defend. Still neutral. Ahrens puts in a half in this position. Kraft still has the near leg. No change, we're neutral. And cow catcher from Ahrens to the back. 3 points on the takedown. Going to look for the fall. But the period runs out. How many near fall points? He gets 3. So 6 points. Ahrens with the takedown. A cow catcher to the back. 3 near fall points before the end of the period. He'll lead 6-0 going into period number 3.
Way to not give up. Way to stick with it and get that back points.
So Kraft will start in the down position to begin this final period. Has a 6-0 lead. Does Adrian Ahrens, the senior for the Squirrels. Able to get a breakdown. Bellies Kraft out, does Ahrens for the Squirrels. 45 seconds gone. Again, both wrestlers called for stalling, a double stall warning in the second period. Keep that in mind as this period goes along. Under a minute now to go in the third period. Ahrens still riding tough on top. He's fine right there. Has the lead in the third with control. Still working is Ahrens, trying to show the official he's still moving. Final 30 seconds. Under 20. Ahrens looking for a quick turn. If he can get a couple near fall points, it up his lead and go into major decision territory. Final couple ticks of the clock. Final 5 seconds. Ahrens locking in a half Nelson. Kraft up to his feet. That will do it as Adrian Ahrens picks up the decision victory. He'll defeat Cameron Kraft 6-0. And on the Bank North scoreboard, it's now 36-12 in favor of Devils Lake on the dual score. Go to 189. Riley Mayer for Central Cass. Easton Encinas for Devils Lake is your 189-pound matchup. Two more weight classes, 215, 285. Mayer, a sophomore for the Squirrels. Encinas, a junior for Devils Lake. And out of bounds they go. We'll get a restart. Mayer, a sophomore for the Squirrels. Encinas, a junior for Devils Lake. Halfway gone in the first period. Head tap from Encinas. Collar elbow tie. Edge of the mat they wrestle. And out of bounds they go. Edge of the mat, and they'll circle themselves back to the center. Final 20 seconds. Scramble. Looking for a throw in, Encinas gets the takedown. 3-0. Final couple ticks of the clock. Out of bounds they go. We'll get a restart back in the center. And that'll do it for period number one. Easton Encinas has a 3-0 lead going into period number two. Mayer with choice. He'll choose the top position, trailing by 3. Encinas back up to his feet. Encinas looking for the escape point. Mat return. Mayer, Encinas keeps wrestling, keeps moving, hooks the ankle, gets the reversal. Up his lead, 5-0. Minute 10 seconds to go. Here at 189 pounds. 36-12. 24 the difference in the duel. Devils Lake has locked up the win in this first duel of the season for both teams. And out of bounds, Mayer will get issued a stalling warning. His first, and we'll go back to the center. 42.2 to go in period number two. Final 25 seconds of the period. Encinas still in top control. Looking to ride out the last few ticks of the period. Encinas a takedown to start the match in the first period, then got a reversal here in this second period. Has rode Mayer out through the majority of both periods as he'll go to period number 3, Easton Encinas with a 5-0 lead. Third period will start neutral. Shot attempt by Mayer. And they'll break apart, circle themselves back to the center. 20 seconds gone in the third. And Encinas trying to get a takedown before they go out of bounds. Indeed they do. Able to get the trip, keep the foot in bounds. 8-0. And back to the center, 80 seconds to go, sit out by Mayer, but Encinas able to follow, stays in top control. Set up by Mayer once again. Encinas, though, follows as Mayer bail it out. Under a minute to go in the third period. Half by Encinas, looking to run with it, see if he can get the takedown or get the pinfall victory. And there it is, there's the pinfall. Easton Encinas picks up the victory. The half Nelson to finish. That took precision. That's our Agassi Precision Egg feature move of the match. The half Nelson from Easton Encinas picking up the pinfall victory for Devil's Lake, upping their dual score lead now to 42-12. Brought to you by Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. PlantYourDock.com 636-2119 for Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. £215. McCoy Ferguson for the Squirrels. Aiden Stiven for Devil's Lake. McCoy is senior, Stiven a freshman. Shot fake, shot fake. Nothing doing yet. 30 seconds gone in the period. Collar elbow ties. Snap down attempt from Ferguson. Edge of the mat trying to stay in bounds. Grabbing at the ankle, keeping one foot in. Still neutral. And we'll get a stalemate back to the center. 59 seconds gone, 1:01 to go in the first period here at 2:15. Shot attempt, shot attempt. Collar elbow ties. Ferguson reaching at now. Stiven with a single leg attempt. Ferguson with a sprawl, grabbing at the ankle. Spin behind, gets the takedown. Stiven with the escape, 3-1. 20 seconds to go in the period. Snap down attempt. 2-on-1, a Russian tie for Ferguson, but Stiven able to get back free. Now Ferguson with the double leg takedown, scramble. Stiven, though, able to counter, gets the takedown to the back. 3 for the takedown. No near fall points, but Aiden Stiven gets the takedown, beats the horn. Did get a couple of back points, so 7-3. So we got blood time here, a blood time from Cass County Mutual and Taupe Insurance. So 7-3, Aiden Stiven with the lead for Central Cass. For Devils Lake, leading Central Cass is McCoy Ferguson. 7-3 on the score. Again, a reminder for all you wrestling fans here, stay tuned this season for yourliveevent.com. Plenty of wrestling coverage. Continues Saturday, the annual Hillsborough Central Valley Duel Tournament. The call for you right away at 9:30 a.m. from the Hillsborough Event Center, the annual HCV Duel Tournament here on yourliveevent.com. Plenty of tournaments coming up in this fall or later on this winter, including the Letterman's Tournament right here, both the girls and boys Store Hog invite from Lisbon. We'll also have Belle of the Brawl from Central Cass, the biggest girls tournament in the state, excluding the state tournament. We'll also have East-West coverage that same weekend. And then stay tuned for our coverage for regions and then the state tournament coming up in February as well. 40 seconds gone in the second period. Neutral position. Aiden Stiven with a 7-3 lead. Arm pass attempt, but Ferguson able to kick it back, stays free. Halfway gone in the period, halfway gone in this match. Collar and elbow ties, they'll break apart, circle themselves around. Staying in the center. Battle for position, snap down attempts. Both wrestlers stay on their feet. Now Ferguson in on a shot attempt. Stiven with a sprawl, looking to spin behind. No points awarded yet. Ferguson grabbing onto the near ankle. Stiven grabbing at the far ankle. And Stiven able to spin behind, gets the takedown, up his lead. 10-3. Final couple ticks of the clock. As Stiven will just look to ride it out, does so. He'll take a 10-3 lead to the final period. Looks like now they're checking over, making sure the score is correct. Current score shows 10-3 here at 215 pounds. As both wrestlers take in this opportunity, maybe get a drink of water, talk with their coaches, get the game plan for the final 2 minutes. As they'll take 3 down, I think the scoreboard gave Stiven 3 near fall points at the end of the first period. Official saying no, did not award those. So it's 7-3. Stiven will start in the down position. Sit out right off of the whistle. Back up to his feet, escape point. Stiven now an 8-3 lead. In on a shot attempt. Ferguson looking for the headlock. Trying to lock it up. And can't do so. Stiven able to get his head free. And the takedown makes it 11-3. Final 90 seconds at this 215-pound matchup. Stiven trying to ride tough, does have a major decision opportunity here. This is the second to final weight class. Stiven shoots a half. Looking to get out to the side. Trying to run with it. Ferguson hip down. Trying to defend. Stiven now will look to see maybe he can go the other way. Thought about the cradle, thought better of it. Final 20 seconds of this match. Stiven now puts in a chicken wing. Looks like now Stiven just going to be content to ride out these final few seconds. Take the victory here in the season opening match. Under 5 seconds. And Aiden Stiven of Devils Lake an 11-3 major decision victory over McCoy Ferguson for Central Cass. 4 more points on the duel scored. It's 46-12 as we go to our final weight class, the big guys at 285 pounds.
Your final match, ladies and gentlemen, for Devils Lake, Carter for Central Cass.
Jennings Cooney for Central Cass. Carter Ironheart for Devils Lake. £285. Cooney is senior. Ironheart is senior as well for these two heavyweight wrestlers. Double unders for Ironheart, double overs for Cooney. Now over and under. Lad drop for Ironheart to the back. Cooney able to get back to his belly, but Ironheart with the lat drop and the 3-point takedown.
He wasn't in very tight on that, but he was able to muscle his way through it.
50 seconds gone in the period. Under a minute to go. Ironheart putting in the legs. Maybe a little high. Cooney now sit out. Ironheart puts those legs back in. Cooney, though, will get the arms free. Now going to try to lean into him, see if he can get a reversal. Ironheart, though, able to defend and regains top control with 25 seconds to go. Ironheart has his opponent bellied out. Final 10 seconds. Ironheart looking to ride out the end of the first period. As Cooney back up, was looking for the stand-up. Ironheart went, clasped his hands when Cooney's knees were still on the mat. That's a claspy. So Cooney will get the point before the end of the period. 9/10 of a second to go in period number 1. And Carter Ironheart has a 3-1 lead going into period number 2. Cooney choice defers, Ironheart goes neutral. Front headlock for Cooney, gonna look to snap it down. Ironheart gets his head back free. 15 seconds gone in the period. Now battle for head position. Overhook for Cooney, underhook for Ironheart. Break apart. Cooney will keep onto that near wrist of Ironheart. Stays neutral 40 seconds gone in the period. Minute 5 to go here in the second period. Throw by attempt by Ironheart. Cooney, though, able to stay in front of him. Underhook, collar tie. Same position. 45 seconds to go in the period. And they'll go out of bounds. Ironheart will get dinged for stalling. That's his first warning. Cooney in on a single leg attempt. Grabbing at the ankle, going to see if he can finish it. But Ironheart a good job, able to kick free. It stays neutral. Shot attempt. Able to catch it though is Cooney, front headlock. Ironheart back up to his feet, and they'll stay neutral. Lat drop attempt for Ironheart. Cooney, though, able to defend front headlock, see if he can get a takedown before the end of the period. Puts in the cradle, spin, and gets the takedown before the end of the period. So Cooney able to beat the buzzer, gets the takedown. He'll take a 4-3 lead into the final 2 minutes, as Cooney will start in the down position. Cooney set out. Ironheart trying to stay close. .95 seconds to go in the matchup. Cooney looking to extend his lead. Ironheart still staying in chop control. Cooney, though, facing, grabbing at the leg. Head in between. Ironheart still with top control. He'll spin behind. Ironheart has been dinged for stalling. Cooney has not yet, as we head into the final minute. Ironheart off to the side. Looking to push, looking to bulldoze Cooney over. Trails by a point. Now Devil's Lake telling Ironheart to cut him. Give up the escape point. 5-3 now telling Ironheart, go get the takedown. 35 seconds to go in the matchup. Double unders for Ironheart, double overs for Cooney. Final 25 seconds. Now over under for each wrestler. Edge of the mat, out of bounds they go. We'll go back to the center with 16.1. Cooney a 2-point lead. Restart back in the center. Head position, headlock attempt for Ironheart. Cooney, though, able to defend. Final 5 seconds. Ironheart looking for the lat drop. Cooney, though, defends right to the back. He'll get the 3-point takedown. Going to try for the fall before the end. Whistle. 3 points for the takedown, 4 for the near fall. 12-3. It's a major decision for Jennings Cooney to pick up the victory, ending the duel in style for the Squirrels. Jennings Cooney bringing the energy there at 285 pounds, picking up the 12-3 victory. He brought the energy, brought to you by Enbridge Energy for Life, online at enbridge.com. Take a break, recap the duels when we return on your live event.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029. or visit AgassySales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for Students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Our recap here, our dual recap from Farmers Union Insurance, the Wasleen Kramer Agency. 107, Gregor Samuelson for Devils Lake, a major decision victory, 15-3 over Jack Glennon. 114 for the Squirrels, Derek Jorson, a pinfall, 319 over Cooper Dom. 121, Ryland Samuelson for Devils Lake, tech fall, 19-2 over John Call. At 127, Wesley Fisk for Devils Lake picks up the pinfall victory, 521 over Gallagher Wheeler. 133 for Devils Lake, Briar Eversvik, a 521 pinfall victory over Simon Schneider. 139, Max Volk defeats Jake Myron. Volk for Devils Lake by tech fall, 19-3. 145, Tucker Bennett for the Firebirds, a 48-second pinfall victory over Logan Anthony. 152, Mitchell Gerhardt, a 14-3 major decision victory over Ben Quitschreiber. 160, Hunter Parisian for the Squirrels, a 6-5 victory over Kobe Dronen-Levitt. 171, Adrian Aarons for the Squirrels, a 6-0 decision victory over Cameron Kraft. 189, Easton Encinas for the Firebirds, 521 pinfall over Briley Marr. 215, Aiden Stiven for Devils Lake, a 11-3 major decision over McCoy Ferguson. And at 285, Jennings Cootie, the 12-3 major decision victory over Carter Ironheart. That is your dual recap from the Farmers Union Insurance Wasleen Kramer Agency. Scott and Tyler are your local small town agents in Castleton and the surrounding communities. We'll take a break, recap, and we return on yourliveevent.com.
Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School.
through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
At the Central Cass School District, excellence isn't just a goal, it's our mission by empowering individuals to make a positive impact. Central Cass School District is dedicated to providing students with an innovative curriculum supported by a variety of co-curricular activities from athletics and the arts to leadership and service, aiming to provide excellence between students, staff, family, and community. Central Cass School District, fostering student excellence by inspiring individuals to be their best.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com. Our post-game show continues here with our post-match coach or wrestler comments here. Hunter Parisian for the Central Cass girls. And Hunter, first off, just congratulations on the victory. Just talk about how nice it was to get out on the mat against a different opponent here tonight.
I say it's better to get some kids I haven't wrestled before. I wrestled them last year, but I lost. But hey, I got my revenge tour, and that's all I need.
Yeah, talk a little bit about just, how that was. It was a back-and-forth match, kind of down to the wire, able to pull it out on the end. Just kind of talk about what that third period was like, just wrestling, using all 6 minutes of the match.
That's my prime time. I save all my energy to the last period, and, hey, that's where I put it all on the mat, and it worked tonight.
Now, this senior year, kind of the last go-around for you and some of your teammates. Just kind of talk about, what's that like here at the beginning part of your senior year here this season?
We're all close. We do a lot of stuff together. We get to know each other, really closely. And that's why we're a good team, and we have to work on getting better.
Obviously, just the start of the season. So just kind of talk about what you want to continue to work on yourself, continue to improve on to get better once you get towards, January and the tournaments in January and then region and state time in February. What do you just kind of want to continue to see yourself improve on?
Definitely my gas tank. I was gassed there. He's a good kid, so got to put all my work into that, all my energy.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing Dan talked about, there's, wrestling shape. It's a different animal than any other type of shape, and obviously just kind of fine-tuning that early on in the season. So, Hunter, congratulations on the victory. Good luck moving forward. We'll talk to you again.
Thank you very much.
All right, take a break. Come back with more. YourLiveEvent.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com. Grace Lamar joining us as well for the Central Cass Squirrels. And Grace, not working by the hour here tonight. Got the quick pin in that first period. Just kind of talk about what you were seeing in your match tonight.
Well, I just kind of went out and I was like, I'm just going to have fun tonight because their first duel doesn't really mean anything yet. So I just went out, just kind of see what she gave me, and I went from there.
Yeah, talk about that, first duel. Just kind of talk about what the, these last couple weeks have been. It's a grind, getting down, getting to your weight, all that type of stuff. So what have the first, few weeks of practice been like for you?
We definitely get annoyed with each other after the first few weeks because we don't have anything to look forward to during the week. So we just have practice. But usually all the girls get along. The boys kind of bicker with us, but we're used to that. So it's been pretty fun these last few weeks.
And then how nice is it the fact that, tonight, starting the season, you get to wrestle someone that you don't know, a brand new opponent here?
It was really nice, actually. It didn't let me get in my head at all. It just let me go in with a clear head, and, yeah, it was pretty nice.
Talk about, too, just, the atmosphere, right, the unique fun setting, right? You have the boys and girls, the doubleheader for the duels. You got the fans from both teams. Just seemed like a fun atmosphere to wrestle in here tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's always fun here. We always have a good show out for duels here, boys and girls side. Each parents, if you're a boy parent, you cheer for the girls. If you're a girl parent, you cheer for the guys. We're all just one big happy family.
As now, a senior, right? Just kind of talk about, what that means, right? This senior year and kind of your thoughts, emotions moving forward into this season going on here and this long grind of a season.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this season. It's been a grind these last years that I've been in wrestling, but I get one more go around with my dad and my mom and as my coaches. So I'm excited for my senior year this year.
And then just talk about what you then want to continue to see yourself build on, work on to get you ready for tournament time coming up here next year into January and February.
I just want to build good relationships with my girls. I feel like that's the most important thing to wrestling is having good teammates behind your back.
All right, Grace Amar for the Central Cass Squirrels. Thanks for the time. Good luck moving forward this season.
Thank you.
All right, stick around. More to come. Your live event.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. Travis Lamar, head coach for the Squirrels. And, Coach, first duel of the season, right? Girls able to get the win against the girls' Devils Lake. Boys, tough duel against the Firebirds there on the boys' side. Just talk about your first duel of wrestling for both teams.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we know we're not going to be perfect coming out here first match of the season. We build towards February and stuff like that. Say the things that we preach the most, or at least I preach the most up here, is attitude and effort. Felt like on the girls' side, we had a great attitude going in. We had great effort from them, and it showed. I talked before each duel with both squads, and I just talked about going out and trying to score points and being offensive and not worrying about the duel score. Obviously, we want to win duels and we want to do those kind of things, but right now it's about personal growth, individual growth, and watching ourselves go. The girls' side, a lot of new girls in the lineup. Getting them some experience was crucial tonight, so it was nice that Coach Fields was able to get us some matches and stuff like that. Obviously, they had some opens with some girls out of the lineup tonight that we would have liked to seen some other girls get in there, but that's the sport of wrestling. Sometimes you have them, sometimes you don't. On the boys' side, we knew it was going to be a tough duel. Devils Lake is always a solid program. I mean, they got a bunch of kids that all they do is wrestle, right? And we don't, right? We got a bunch of kids that are multi-sport athletes, and that's great, and we love that. And that's not an excuse, but when you're facing a team like that, you got to show up and be ready to wrestle. And unfortunately, we didn't have enough guys that showed up and were ready to wrestle. I love my guys to death, love my girls to death. But I'll tell them in the wrestling room afterwards, I wasn't impressed with our effort on the boys' side. And you can be outmatched and you can be outgunned. Like that happens every day on the mat. But you got to be willing to give good effort, because good effort's going to carry you a long way in this life, and bad effort's going to keep you at home living in your mom and dad's basement forever. So, and I know our parents, and they don't want these kids staying in their basement for the rest of their life. So.
Yeah, just to talk about, though, on the bright side with that, right? This is just the first duel of the year, so, right, you kind of want to have this call early on in the season, so now you can learn from it, grow, and then build on here for the rest of December to January.
For sure, and that'll be part of the message today, with the guys is like, okay, now you know where you're at, okay, and you know what you've been doing in the room up to this point, and if you felt like you showed out on the mat today and you did well, that means you're probably doing the right things in the room. If you felt like you were gassed or you felt like you didn't perform as well as you can, that's a direct reflection of what you're doing in the wrestling room. And you know what? It's December, right? I mean, it's December 2nd. This is a long season. I talked about at the beginning, right? Like, it's a grind. And there's no other sport that is a grind like this. And the kids that are willing to stick with it and the kids that are willing to continue to improve, come February, they'll reach the goals that they want. Obviously everybody wants to win, and, kids are going to be worried about, well, I lost to this kid, and there goes my ranking and stuff. At the end of the day, rankings don't matter. I mean, you know that, right? It's the final 8 that are on the podium, and those are the only rankings that matter. So it is early. We got a lot to work on. And we got a young team, we got a lot of freshmen and stuff like that trying to step into a lineup for us and fill some weights, and we'll be better. There's no doubt about that. I know these kids will work at it, and we'll be better going forward. We'll have a better effort this weekend, and we'll have a better effort next week.
talk about that, the young team. So talk about now then moving forward, what you want to see your guys and girls just to continue to improve, continue to develop on, right, through December into January to get you, peaking at that right time when you get to February.
For sure, I mean, and I think that's why, that's probably why I'm not happy with the effort tonight, is because too many guys went out there and just tried to survive, instead of pushing the pace and forcing it and going for that kind of stuff. Like McCoy Ferguson, right? I mean, he's out there, he's shooting doubles, he's hitting snaps, he's just not scoring, right? And he's going to be better for that. You never get better just circling and trying to stay in a tie and grab wrists and do those kind of things. Like, if you want to improve, you have to put yourself in those positions, because if you've never taken a double leg in a match in your life and you're wrestling to try and qualify for the state tournament or try and get out of the blood round or try and win in the semifinals, you have to know what that feeling is and be willing to open up out here and go for it. So that's what I want to see. I want to see them carry what they're doing in the room out on the mat.
Travis Lamar for the Central Cass Squirrels. Coach, thanks for the time, and we'll talk again plenty of times throughout this season.
Sounds good. Thanks for the coverage, guys.
All right, stick around. We'll wrap it up when we return on your live event.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Back here, yourliveevent.com, wrapping it up for us here tonight. 46-12 was your final on the dual score, and we'll bring Dan in one last time. And Dan, we talked with Coach Coach Lamar for the Central Cass Squirrels. Some positives, some also things to build, to work on here this season, and that's kind of what to expect here December 2nd, your first duel of the season.
Yes, it's the first duel, and lots of things to work on in practice the rest of this week, and just keep improving. We talked about the wrestling shape, and they're gonna keep working on that, and it's gonna come. But this first duel for everybody, it's learning and seeing where you're at, and kind of getting a barometer for where things are gonna go.
Yeah, absolutely. That, like you said, the barometer, kind of the measuring 16 where you're at, because it is only December 2nd. You're going to see a team like Devil's Lake. You're going to cross paths with them again at a tournament or a couple of different tournaments before you get to, February. And after all, right, February is what counts, right? This December, January, that's getting you ready, because really what counts is that second Saturday in February for your team to try to get into the advanced qualified to the state tournament at the Fargo Dome.
Yeah, it's all about the regionals and getting to state, and once you get to state, you want to get on the stand.
Yeah, absolutely. So that'll do it for us here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Dan Weber, my color commentary, helping us out here from Central Cass Squirrels. Again, the Squirrel girls take the duel 42-35. Devils Lake takes the boys duel 42-16. Reminder, follow us on X, like us on Facebook, visit our website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and, of course, thank you to all the sponsors that you saw and heard throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, we patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage on yourliveevent.com would not be possible. For Dan Weber, I'm Brady Siebel saying thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your evening, everybody.